Breaking Gulf News. Freetown, at least 7 people died and hundreds were made homeless as swathes of Sierra Leone's capital were hit by massive flooding after hours of torrential rain, emergency management officials said Thursday. Residents described how waters destroyed their homes, swept away household goods and damaged vehicles as Freetown, an overcrowded city of 1.2 million, was pounded overnight. The 7 corpses were brought in intermittently overnight, but we know that more will come, Amara Camara, mortuary attendant at the city's main Connaught hospital, told AFP. Among the dead were 3 children, he said, giving their ages as 3, 4, and 10. Witnesses in the worst-hit areas described seeing people carried away by the floodwater as their homes were destroyed. I witnessed 2 primary school children being swept away when they stepped on a slab, so I am certain the death toll will eventually be higher, a resident of Brookfields in western Freetown told AFP. It rains 6 months of the year in Freetown, one of the world's wettest cities, and putrid water from its populated slopes inundate its coastal slums every summer, causing cholera, dysentery, and respiratory infections. At least 20 neighborhoods were flooded by the 5-hour storm, according to a statement from the presidency that said the torrential monsoon rain would continue for at least 6 days. Police and soldiers were deployed to the worst-hit areas to maintain law and order, while residents were being urged to stay at home, it said. A doctor told AFP rainwater had inundated 6 wards at the Connaught, the country's largest hospital, forcing patients to be moved to makeshift treatment areas. We were able to contain the situation as we admitted over 100 people for abrasions, shock, and hypothermia, while about 40 were treated and discharged, a separate medical source told AFP. By 7:30 a.m. / 0730 GMT / more than 600 people had sought refuge at the Brookfields National Stadium, worker Mohammed Silla said. The 45,000-seat stadium, home to the national football team, is one of 2 Freetown sports grounds where emergency services were telling people to take refuge. Silla said emergency workers were distributing drinks, bread, and foam mattresses. The raging waters took away all my property, housewife Fatukarkbo told an AFP correspondent on the Fora Bay College slope in the east of the city. I have 3 children and 4 grandchildren who suffered some bruises and cuts, but neighbors were able to rescue them before they were dragged away. Mamie Silla told AFP she had lost everything as the waters hit the Crew Bay slum in central Freetown. I wonder whether it is worth living now. What I am wearing now is all I have, the 45-year-old said. 5 Red Cross emergency operations were at work plucking frightened residents from flooded neighborhoods, while at least 3 major bridges linking the city center to its rural western edge were reported damaged. We were able to rescue at least 20 people, including children from school, who would have lost their lives, Teddy Jones, a leader of one of the teams, told AFP. The government was to hold an emergency meeting headed by Vice President Victor Faw, who is coordinating the relief efforts. The situation is serious and hundreds of people have been affected, Mary Mye Camara, the government's director of disaster management, told reporters. AFP.